when you talk about the attachment styles, how do they develop? We said it is how the mental representation of how a person thinks about themselves in a close relationship. The closest a person has ever been able to is growing up. Back to the nest. You remember our nest? Yes, we are back there. Growing up, how are your relationships in your home, with your parents, with your siblings? Now, the closest relationship here is not really about you and your siblings. It is more about your parents. How were you able to connect with your parents growing up? This informs you of how you think about yourselves in that close relationship. You know that relationship you have with your partner, with your boyfriend, with your husband or your wife. Imagine the way you relate to them, it is reflected on how your close relationships were. How your mother related with you, how your father related with you. And these close relationships affects the way you love, how close you become to your romantic partner, to your siblings and other people around you. Now, this also informs us how people understand their love language. Allow me to break it further. Many people would say, oh, my love language. And as I want to address the 5 love languages. We all know, most people understand it very well. There is word of affirmation. Oh, someone would say, oh, I love someone who reminds me that I'm beautiful every morning. Someone would say, oh, I love someone who remembers my hairstyle every day. I mean, if I've done nails, someone needs to know and tell me I am okay. There is physical touch. There are people who love being touched. Now, my concern is there is gifts. There is quality time. And there is acts of service. You realize growing up, and this is where I want us to really get it. Could it be that your demands on how to be loved is as a result of what you lacked growing up? Could it be like because you insist that I need a partner who will remind me, who will keep on affirming me? Is it possible that you lacked, maybe your parent was busy, maybe your mother or your father was a bit busy growing up, and at some point, they lacked that chance to affirm you. They lacked that chance to remind you that you're good. And so, you are putting it on your partner to come and affirm you. Chances are, your needs in that romantic and a close relationship is sprouting from your insufficiency. And I want to challenge you. Before you blame your partner for not loving you right, is it possible for us to work on your attachment style? Is it possible for you to come and act on and work on that thing that you felt that something was not okay? Was your mother around? Was your dad around? Anyway, did you have a chance to have them? Did you hear them affirm you? Did they hug you? I know in millennials, hugging is a big word to ask, right? I hear you. I'm one of them. Do you remember your father hugging you? Anyway, I have gone too far, as you always say, as a millennial. Maybe for alpha children. For alpha children, they're used. I love you, good night. But did you ever feel the love of your parents? Imagine they never purposed not to do whatever they did. They were just busy and life happened. Don't blame on them. You have a chance to work on yourself. Plug in the upcoming sessions, we have a big plan for you in 2025. Let's do this live. Let's work together. Let's work on our attachment styles so that we don't place demands on our partners, so that we don't make them feel that the ones who are supposed to compensate. Your partner cannot be your parent, but you can reparent yourself and become better. Thank you so much. See you very soon in 2025 as we work on our nest we are working on our nest, because we can always reparent ourselves. Thank you so much. See you. Plug in, and we shall have more of this.